What's happening, guys? Luckily this thing's still working. How you doing this evening? You're going to get a little bit of DragonLance this evening. Alright, before we get this thing started here, let me go ahead and make sure that I got everything set up here and make sure that we're rolling and broadcasting here. Yeah, I'm wearing my kepi today. Due to the fact that I got a large zit on the top of my forehead, and so rather than have it stick out on stream, I just went ahead and put my kepi on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Right there. And let me get this rolling here. Hold on just a second here, guys.
As I was forced to watch time as it affects all things, I came to the conclusion that the only thing separating me from my companions was time and age, events happening to them in each paradigm as they lived or died according to the choices they made. I came to the revelation that we are all chess pieces, and I, being the master of past and present, now had the choice of simply selecting the chess piece I needed. From whatever paradigm I chose, I can select my companions from the optimum point of their lives at their prime. Raistlin still spoke with a whisper. Sadly, I cannot seem to alter myself from the state I appear, the one exception being the paradigm I entered when Astrid Demoris briefly cured my ailment, as well as the punishment-la version of myself inflicted upon Dalamar. The results were fleeting and diminished once I'd left the paradigm, but the aspect still intrigued me. Why of all paradigms would this one restore my health and not others as long as I remained there? Then perhaps it dawned on me I've been working against the flow of time, seeking to go outside of it and enter at the point to where it flows with the least turbulent resistance. After all, total chaos cannot exist without order. Raistlin sighed. Everything had to go bad before I could succeed, but I've always imperceptibly foiled myself each time, thinking I could alter events. I needed to find not so much as a stream I can manipulate and alter, but one I truly feel comfortable in with minimal interference. They found a way to manipulate Soth while he's trapped within Sithicus and the realm of dread, forcing him to view portions of a past or future he wasn't part of but may have been his destiny had he not fallen. Within the bounds of the realm of dread, he is forced to live out a mockery of his life as it might have been, the final cruel joke. The Queen granted us all peace within the darkness of sleep, but Soth does not sleep. Sithicus formed from his memory's cracks and writhe still connected to Krynn, but being swallowed by the enveloping beast that is the realm of dread. The mockeries of a tormented life that could have been and failed stand out like a bleeding wound within the realms of dread. The hopes and dreams of a world that could have been saved, the memories of a million dead to no life in another paradigm had things been different. I understand so much more now about life and death. How can you know of a heaven when you have not seen or experienced a hell? The Society of Sensation teaches that both experiences are required to know to fully exist. Fall from grace continued. One would suggest that what could potentially happen already has happened. You are there to understand in each little iteration presented to you as to why it happened? You have been shown the attempts and the subsequent failures within the memories your incarnations left in those stones. I thought you wanted to see the versions of us that weren't mad at what you'd done, and we were all still friends. Tars bit his lip and looked down at the ground solemnly. You and Kit, before everything went all to hell after Tar's eyes. Tar started to blink back a tear but kept his composure and looked up at Raistlin squarely with as much courage as he could muster. You say you didn't need us, but why do you keep traveling time to mess with all the versions of us that's been and gone? Most of us end up hating you in the end for being so selfish and intolerable of people just trying to help you. I don't hate you, but you've still got a whole lot to work on when it comes to being compassionate to anyone other than Bupu or Kaamon, which lately you've treated him awful, which is forgivable given the recent turn of events to a moderate point where you're just being rude and taking advantage of everyone's courtesy to let you play only to dump them when you're new. More powerful friends come around, you gotta stop that. Bupu out of all people still believes in you, and as such so will I, which by the way before I left for Foghaven with Fizban. Take this, if you see my pretty man you give him this for good luck. Tars looked dubiously at the small figurine the gully dwarf handed him. Oddly enough, it was a crude but recognizable carving of a wizard and his staff. You no lose either, or your weeby fall off or something bad happen. You no lose until you find my pretty man of that Bupu be certain. Bupu would have you give hug and kiss for pretty man, but we know pretty man not like Tars in that way and might punch Tars in mouth for that, so you give him this instead. You do this for Bupu. Bupu stay with Vorlo and traps bring us safe in Hilo, Lee's hand may good goat suck a glubmuck and so Bupu eats well enough. Also, tell pretty man next time he comes round, make sure he wears pretty red robe like Bupu remembers. On your way doorknob, as old friend Flint would say to Tars, Bupu think he say that because you need to turn the doorknob to leave house instead of kick door down, smart that dwarf was. And so Bupu remember that. Turn knob and open door if not locked, kick door down when you not knock and someone knock your head, unless you knock secret knock. If you knock secret knock and nobody answers, then kick door down but use a big human to do it, like pretty man's brother. He get head knocked first and so you have time to look in and see if room is worth a look. Go find Pez a duck too, Bupu and Fuge tired of going out to marsh to ride catapult. Catapult is fun and island kender pay in grub to catch ducks and we get some of duck stew to eat when Petsa cook it up. Big water lizards and minotaurs? We no make fire when that happen. Clothes all wet, we get hungry and eat duck raw and Pez get mad and say we wait because duck taste better when you cook and Fuge not puke when we cook meat but it smell so good that big lizard smells it too and big lizard good to eat too so we get even better dinner but Petsa says we run out of sticks or stones and we end up being lizard's dinner instead. Tar set the figurine of the mage Bupu had given him in front of all the other figures on the bizarre board floating in the air in front of their faces around the table. The figurine hovered for a moment and began to slide away before Raistlin reached out with a bony hand and snatched it away. He curiously turned it over in his hands. She sent you that, and you better be glad I didn't lose it in Strahd's castle. I've watched us all lose things a million times over. Raistlin shook his head. To what end is this? Perhaps we were meant to repeat the cycle over and over, to what end? Perhaps this is the grand game beyond the laws of the planes, there is the inevitable process of repeating your defeats until you succeed by learning why you were defeated. DMS note *, this is an obvious fourth wall indication that the characters are indeed asking themselves, are we in a simulation? Are we in a game? Yet we are forced to play with broken pieces as they are, dice or cards that cannot be read due to perhaps something not letting the results be read. Raistlin held the crudely carved figurine in his hand and focused for a moment. The figurine changed to a neat, almost exact, precise mini-effigy of Raistlin himself. We are forced to adapt, find a way to win the game. Raistlin touched the figurine again, smirking as he did so. Perhaps this would be more to your liking, Tasselhoff. Raistlin handed the figurine back to Tasselhoff only this time it was a perfect exact match of himself, right down to the top knot. The Kender, suddenly distracted by Raistlin's ability to conjure a toy, belied the fact he was using these small deceptions and known triggers to play upon their emotions. Raistlin, always the manipulative one in any game, was he the sly player character or was he indeed the dungeon master? You're collecting the versions of your friends, to manipulate them as you so desire. If the version of them knows nothing of the what is to come from their actions, all the better for you to coerce them. Age and time weakens the bonds of companions and the eternal boundary of death, as it were, for that persona in that prime material paradigm. Also, events that have transpired leading up to that point might have hindered you from coercing them, knowing you eventually joined the Black Robes. Your companions may have been hesitant. Fall from grace stopped talking when Raistlin looked at her. However, unlike a human, she didn't flinch, only except to bat an eyelid mid-sentence as if one were to curtly deal with a rude pupil. Forgive me, you weren't done chastising us like clueless primes, you the new arrival in Sigil, imagine that. She condescendingly gave a soft smile that immediately sent Raistlin into an angry rebuke. DM's note * Jennifer Hale as Grace and David Hater as Raistlin, bring Kiefer Sutherland back to voice a version of Karamorn. I did not to join the Black Robes, no more than was I ever allied with them except as means to an end. The true magic will not be confined, for this is the secret the Dark Queen knew she could unbind all of Krynn, release the wilder magic constrained and confined within the sphere that holds our prime material world in balance. The power to alter reality, to bring into being that which didn't exist before with a mere thought, the power to alter worlds. Raistlin snapped. I wear no robe in indication of the magic I use, for I know all magics now, light and dark. Do not lecture me with your concepts of laws of the planes, laws of order, or the methods of chaos and neutrality. This coming from a reformed Succubi. You found a change of heart, yet your life is now bound by structure and order. Not mine, not now or ever. Raistlin sneered. I shall use the wild magics to restore the balance. To my world and seal Krynn for all time away from the machinations of the planes as it once was and always should have been, if it takes many lifetimes. An incarnation, so be it? The laws of the planes will make you play their game. Raistlin Magia. You can perhaps cheat death and repeat the experience over 1,000 paradigms, but it still won't bring you closer to exactly what you want, which is release from your own torment. The echoes of your own life over 1,000 paradigms will echo as much as the scarred man. Every failed attempt will create a shadow that will haunt not only you, but your companions across the planes, forever. Takesis herself sought to discover the wild magics that allow Sigil to expand and exist. It's why she's possibly gotten herself mazed, perhaps in the darkness of the oblivion where a remnant of the dead god Eoscar was sundered and cast away to be forgotten about, to learn from the defeat of a fallen god now for all purposes dead and forgotten. Fall from Grace's tone turned even more sullen. Mortals don't understand. Yes, perhaps you can transcend the boundaries of time and even death. But when you realize that death and atrophy itself is a constant, life cannot exist without death, to know life, to experience it, and even to die, your mortal bond is your memory and experiences, everything that's happened to you, but who harvest the fruits of those labors after you've crossed into the great beyond? After all the pain of this life, the experiences build you, but crossing the threshold of death, you lose your memories. Everything you ever knew, Raistlin Magia, your magic and everything leading up to this point would disappear forever, but you found a way, didn't you? How? Because you've already been here before, a version of yourself planted a memory within one of the stones within the brothel of slating intellectual lusts. You caused the fiends to burn down my brothel, lay waste to many of whom I cared for. All because you left a memory of one of your incarnations within my establishment. You caused the brothel to be burned down and the memory stones destroyed or taken away by looters. I cannot forgive you for this. I saved your skin, Raistlin sneered. Takesis burned down the brothel by compelling the fiends to act shortly after I arrived in Sigil. You were a target as well, but I needed you alive to assist him and the old fool. Paladin of no use in any respect here as that insipid foolish avatar of his Fisban, his memories constantly eluding him, memories long gone a result of the countless lives and deaths. Perhaps he himself is just a shade or memory of a favorite follower back on Krynn. I as a mortal man am still bound by mortal coil to reality of this paradigm as it were. When I die, a version of me can indeed be raised, but is it truly the one you knew? Ah, so you know I do understand the parameters of my own existence within each paradigm I enter on my prime material world. Here, outside the bounds of mortal time or reality relative to the prime material plane, the Kender on my world could operate a time-traveling device despite not understanding how it operated. At the time, pardon the pun asterisk, it eluded me, and then of course when the Kender and I were separated within the realm of dread, an epiphany came to me that we essentially were still connected to Krynn despite our removal, so much so that it affected the Kender adversely. Once we arrived in Sigil, the Kender could travel within the bounds of our crystal sphere, but he wasn't ever supposed to leave. Excuse me. Tars piped up indignantly. I mean, it looks really neat and all, but it's not like I had any choice in the matter. My brains were leaking out into my shoes and Takesis was fit to let me lie there in that dirty puddle and suffer while she argued with Fisban, who at the time sounded pretty competent, but he could also talk then, and he wasn't drooling into his ale stein and laughing at bare walls like you see now. Tars shook his head irritably and looked back at Fall from Grace after stopping Fisban from poking his eye out with one of his newly discovered fingers. So you say we get him back to Krynn somehow and he will snap out of this? Tars frowned again. This gem on my chest glows a little too bright for me to sneak around and do anything of note Kender-like, because everybody will be asking me about it and want to see it and touch it, and all that is fine and all, but I don't want people walking over and pulling my shirt aside to have a look at the glowing gem in my chest. No wonder Beram went nuts hiding all those years in Pax Tharkas. Nobody coming by except to see the gem. If that's the case, I don't think it's too unreasonable to start charging for it and maybe give half the funds to a charity, the other half to pay for my ales, which would be nice, because I'm constantly being told I didn't pay up in taverns when I did so pay up, but I don't think it's necessary to pay up until I've drank the ale. Too many times a fight breaks out. I blow the head of foam off my ale onto another customer from laughing at his response to me telling him his date gets prettier if he'd just drink more ale. Nothing compels a person to listen to what I have to say more than if their inevitable demise, as it seems to be, can be avoided or altered completely. I've watched you die many times, Tasselhoff. You were slain during a summer of chaos *, crushed underfoot by a massive giant. All of you, Tanis half-elven, died in an extremely humiliating way. My brother even, although Karamorn would find one of his own deaths extremely amusing if not unfortunate, as did I. A giant. I got squashed by a giant? That's at least neat enough to be considered a hero, right? I must have been doing something important. That's got to be better than when I touched the memory stone and saw Karamorn and Kitiara burying what was left of you in red robes at a grave in Solace. You guys were younger, and I didn't even see Flint or Tika. Had it been better that I had not returned from my test of high sorcery, then perhaps my brother and Kitiara's fates would have been changed as well. Raistlin mused. I have no way of knowing, except that I would wager without my presence there perhaps it would be peaceful and not turbulent for a change. Raistlin sounded at that moment almost remorseful. The nature of magic is ever turbulent, Raistlin Magia. You dabble with the very thing that allows you to defy the normal logic and laws of the planes, and yet you demand the powers and the will be ordered to your whims to provide stability, to help you find your way back to the ideal perfect non-turbulent paradigm, at least one you could make sense of and understand long enough to feel comfortable with the outcome. It does not exist, nor did it ever. You will never alter or influence events as you want them to be, no matter how hard you try. You will always deviate slightly, as was always intended, a little different each time. It's a roll of the dice each time, and when you get too familiar with how the sauce is made for the stew, along comes death and amnesia to give you another go, albeit you will never be able to play it out exactly like the last time, as this is a process. You are learning, and the multiverse and planes learn from you each time you endeavor to discover a little more. You learn, but at a cost. It is the way of the universe to experience all failure and success in all its forms. Fall from Grace looked at the Kender, who was now preoccupied with studying Grace's wings. Oh, I know, don't touch the hands. Of course I don't know how you expect to scratch your nose or your butt, but I guess that's a lady's business, and I'm a Kender with manners anyway. I'm sorry, I shouldn't stand so close to you while you're trying to have a conversation with Raistlin about serious things. I've got so many questions to ask you, Planas. I was going to ask Anna, but she got really hateful and said, "Shut up, you wee lel piker, just a yabbering away. I don't understand a word coming out of your bone box, and stop trying to touch my tail. Git. Your wee idiot ass is annoying me already. I'd block off whatever little backwater prime world this clueless sod come from, to be sure. Spare Sigil and its inhabitants your babbling wee bastard elves with shorter legs and nimble fingers. Kender, what's a Kender? You a Kender now? Nah, you're a shite. Now pike off, you wee top-knot wearing little cuss. I'll carve ye with me blades, I will. Move it." This material is conceptual and based on AD&D2e lore. This channel and material is not monetized and may be distributed in limited form as OGL gaming content. When in doubt, like a Kender, claim you borrowed it and move on. You've been listening to KRYNN Barlefor Kendikin Radio, broadcasting from Hilo Citadel to the muddy banks of Barlefor Bay. Elho ***.
All right, y'all. What y'all think of that? Hey. Hey, Chris. What's up, buddy? I see you in the chat there. My chat's actually working, oddly enough. Okay. That works. I see you there. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. I got at least one viewer, two viewer. There we go. So that works. I'll give him a shout out right there. There he is. Well, at least I know my chat's working anyway. What's this? No. Oh, that was the old controls to it. That works. That works. Okay. I agree. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a real quick break. And then I do believe that I'm going to run either Champions or Dark Queen again. I don't think I ran Champions yet, so I think I'm going to run it here in just a minute. Either that or run Dark Queen again. I'm still working on Dark Queen. Okay, so like I said, I play that sucker until I get good at it. I'm going to play some DragonLance for sure. I've got some little odds and ends and stuff I wanted to discuss. I saw something on somebody did a video on second edition Thaco, and the way that they had them adding it up, I'm guessing I've heard of it before, but it seemed very, very odd and bizarre to me. I'll talk about it here in just a few minutes. But anyway, I'll be back in just a minute. I gotta take a real quick break. Let the cat in, do little odds and ends like that, make sure everything's square. But I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back. Hold on just a second here. Let me get the thingamabob rolling here. Close that. Just a second, and we're gonna get champions on. You can hear that hawk. We got a hawk outside, and you can hear him over that microphone. There was two of them yesterday. They were out there squawking and fighting. I'm out in the middle of the country. Well, actually, I'm at the base of a mountain with a lot of trees around, so there's definitely hawks and birds. You got to watch. You get cats. There was a screech owl got one of her cats one time down here. This is what it is. Okay, we want to do. Duh. I wasn't even thinking here. Where is? There it is. I had to get it pulled up first. Okay, there it is. Duh. Okay. Alright, now we want to go to. Oh, while I'm thinking about it. There we go. There's that. We're going to do that for just a second. It's my gameplay, chatting, stitch back. Just a second here, guys. I'll get it rolling. Okay. We're going to go ahead and roll over to gameplay. The demo for it? Yeah, we'll watch the demo. I don't even remember how to get out of the demo though. Once you let it grow. All right, we'll let it go here in just a second. Let me see if it's it's showing on the screen now. So we'll go ahead and play it. But there is like a little short introduction usually when you let it do the demo. Come on. The land of this evil and forbid the Dark Queen from becoming the undisputed ruler of Krynn. Yeah, half of Tannis's face is blocked out, I know. This is early graphics. I do like the Dark Queen's graphics a lot better, but, you know, it was what it was for the time. Wasn't too bad. It's all they had. I would like to see a graphical facelift for this game. It could be done. With the technology now, you could do the same mechanics and just give it just a slight little graphical facelift. And it would be easy to do. It'd be very cool. That's cool. The animation of the dragon. That's cool. I like that. At least it looks like a him. That's pretty good. Come on, let me play. I don't remember what I hit to be able to play. God, for this damn thing to finish. Trying to get it to let me play, damn you. I gotta sit through this. I can close it out and start it again. Hold on a second. It would hurry up. Of course, this is the thing they had in the computer stores when they had people watching it, so. There we go. Okay, we're going to go load a save game. We're going to load the default. Alright, Molly, Cal, and Syrian. They named him Syrian. Syrian's like a, if I'm thinking correctly, the name Syrian is, oh God, it's the old one too, because you can't exactly point this thing with a mouse. It sucks. You got to select it, then you got to go down and hit it. And hit select. And then it'll let you look at it. triple class thing. Of course, I never use those triple class. He's a cleric, a fighter, and a white mage. I mean, yeah, some of it is. Well, I guess he'd be a cleric with some white mage spells. I guess is what they figure it as. Because he can't really be a cleric and a white mage, not in Dragonlance. But for the sake of the game itself and to be able to use the spells, I guess so. Okay. Alright. New character. We got Cal. You don't want to use any elves because for sure. Molly. Molly's your kinder. Another mage. Stan Horban, longsword, ring male. Male, he's a half elf though. Yeah, if he gets killed, he's probably not going to be able to be raised. And then Sir Strongsword, who is basically a Knight of the Crown. He's the only knight that you have. You could put all knights in the party if you want to. I do know that. Okay, let's go ahead and just begin adventuring. We'll do that. Alright. At the end of the last home in solace, a brave band. Well, see, you'll notice that that one's slightly on the ground, it looks almost like, but I don't know, the way that they've drawn it. It looks almost like after it was lowered and they had to rebuild it. I don't know. Don't know, because I could have swore that it was up there. Oh, okay, so yeah, it was the one after it got lowered, I guess. Joining on the trip is an older Knight of the Rose. He is introduced to Sir Carl Gardson. Sir Carl, he gets killed later, don't you know? His mission is to evaluate the outposts for the Council of Knights, okay? Five travels to Amity and arrives near Throttle. Reach you at the office. Come at it now. You're asking some more issues. Yeah. Control throttle. Pretty speeded activities melee. And journal entry 51. Great. Buy equipment from the army. Great. Okay. Are they carrying anything at all? Say they said buy equipment and equip it at the armory and then do your spells before heading out. Great. Okay. Then you got to figure out who's carrying the damn gold. Go to Hall. Okay. View the character. He's carrying a lot. He's already got a long sword and plate mail. He's got a long sword and ring mail. They look like they're all armored. I mean, they got 2, 3, 3, 3, and 4. I don't know. Maybe some of them aren't equipped. Let's see. As I can tell, yeah, his shit's already equipped. I mean, he's got a short bow and arrows, and that's what he's using so far. But most of these people's shit's equipped, as far as I can tell. You could buy some armor, I guess, for them, but Thaco 18. Well, armor class is still 3. That's still pretty good. Depending on what she's using. Of course, it puts it. Well, yeah, it's still pretty good. 18 for using the Hoopak. I guess she would have a damage adjustment, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, there was a weird way of doing Thaco. Somebody had in the video had 11K views, and they used all the official darn thing. And I'm sitting there watching this thing and going, "Oh my God, this is like not the way that they described Thaco in second edition." But whoever this person is, they took the. I understand where they were coming with it, but I don't think they really knew what they were talking about, despite the video having almost 11K views, and hardly anybody would call it out. You go, it's well intentioned, but, and I'm guessing where he got it from was the original Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, they did several different versions of it for doing Thaco, but he took all his modifiers and then he added the armor class to it. And if it was over the character's Thaco, then he had enough to be able to hit. That was it. It was really freaking weird. Alright. I don't think I need anything. Hoopak works, they just pick a rock up and throw it. Okay. We'll see what happens when you get a rest. Nope, ain't done anything yet, but nope. Just got a couple here. I have no clue. I haven't figured it out yet. Think he could, but I don't know. I ain't figured it out yet. Okay. Fix is just if you know. fucked that up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you can't eat shit. Well, it doesn't give you a target, so no, you can't hit it. Too far away. So that's what I forgot to do. Fucking sucks. Okay. Actually, be behind that goddamn tree, probably a good idea. Well, I'm gonna worry about it. You got a fireball, maybe? Let's see if that works. Finally. Got him. I just be fucking damned. Now, if I'm thinking correctly, well, he took him out anyway. And the Kinder hollered. Alright, and we're going to Garen. What's he using? We're going to move him, see what's going on there. Yeah, it took them a game or two to figure out to get these controls refined well enough to where they didn't have to worry about that shit, but it was a bit of a chore. They're not going to hit him because he's, well, maybe. You can't hit nothing right there. That's fucking stupid. That's bullshit. Oh boy. Let him guard. nothing. It ain't there. Not with that weapon, huh? That didn't change the weapon. He can't hit that damn bird out there making noise again. Come on. Come on. As bad as I ever seen. Nope. Take 20 steel. Woo woo. We got 20 steel out of that ordeal. We're rich, yeah. Well, 20 steel's not bad, I guess. You think about it. Person mark. Nah, fuck it. I'm thinking correctly. Any person worth his damn salt. Cast a sleep spell. And then you do this right. Don't cast it on your own damn people. That's the key. It affects per your level, I do believe, but we'll go ahead and... get some ass, boy. That Kendra wants your ass. Come here. Come here. Come here, you little bastard. He got his man. You understand? I survived. Damn. Stand died, but holy shit. Look at all that. Well, you don't need all that shit though. But we'll take the scale mail, the shield, and a broadsword. Damn, look at all that. Who else? He's a white mage. You can't use none of that shit, no way. None of them can, really. What's he got? None of these people can, really. Ring mail. I don't know. Take. Scale mail's always good. Not gonna lie. No, there ain't. You can't carry all that shit. You ain't even gonna try to carry all that shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Return the skeleton, cool. This is the hard part. It's too damn close to you. It's gonna put everybody to sleep. Give a boost to the armor class. Believe it or not, a sleep spell is very, very handy in the AD&D game. Raistlin proved that. He sure shit did, my boys. I wondered about that. I mean, the area of effect. As it hits me. Oh, he killed my dude. He killed the fucking knight, man. Shit, my man. Lost another power, huh? Alright, I guess. We're gonna die, bro. of the cleric. Cool. A safe place to rest. Now where do we rest here? Do you remember? Oh shit, I'm trying to remember what I pressed to rest. Oh boy, F1 maybe? I don't want to hit the wrong fucking button. There we go. Shit, I had to hit enter, that's what it was. There we go, we fixed everybody. Cool! Alright, let's see if we can rest here. I'm guessing you after you do that, yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna do hours. Well, I think they already did because the I'm gonna rest a fully day. Honestly don't know. Let me try this. Say, okay. Keep your sleep spells definitely. And after that, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And then you go to rest. And see, he'll rest automatically when you've got a... And I'm guessing... Sleep. See, you understand how it worked now? It took me a while to figure it out too. Sleep spells are your friend. He's a knight, he don't use spells. As far as I can tell. Exit, I guess you save. Hell yeah, I'm gonna save. What's that gonna be? No. Alright. I don't have the map. I can't see my chats over. Monsters attack. Oh shit. I I need some liquid. I'm about to fall over here. Alright, let me... Sleeps. That's the problem with the sleep spell. Yeah. That's you're supposed to search. Just a second here, guys. I gotta get me something to drink. I'm about to die of thirst here. I'm a little parched. I had me a full can of ginger ale over here, and I've been sitting here all stream with my thumb up my ass. You know, just, well, not literally speaking, but you get what I mean. I'm okay. I'm getting by. It's a little rough for me. My health ain't doing that great. I'm dealing with medical bills. Same old, same old. You know how that goes. Excuse me. Great skill, man. Okay, there it went. Okay. It just took it a second. I'm trying to figure it out, and I ain't figured it out yet. try this again. Okay, we want to. No, it's not. Okay, you can't. Alright. You want to trade the scale out. You want to trade it with. Okay, you did it. I think it went. And he's got 3 scale mails. Yeah, I don't think he needs all those. I'm guessing, I'm hoping. Garen's items. I have no clue. See, that part doesn't work so well. I'm still trying to get that son of a bitch to. Sometimes this, I'm not real sure. I've got to learn how to locate that to my people, because shit. see where the hell I'm at. Yeah. Excuse me. Get residually better at it as they get on. No. Easy. I gotta go easy. Broadsword ring, man. Shit, I should have picked it. I didn't do it. The fuck I was thinking. Damn thing faded out for just a second. It does that on occasion. Running to a boy. Hey, after this black robe's ass. Yeah, but as long as we let him get away. We Sent that black road packing, boys. We sent that black road packing, boys. Send his ass packing. Fuck. That's what I get for doing that. Damn it. I shouldn't have done that. Damn it. Now you gotta beat the battle again. Oh, you got penalized. I'll learn to quit doing that shit. I shouldn't have done that. Damn it. And that was probably the doorway I could have ran into camera. Thumped on bad here. Both of them are fucking dead, man. That sucks. Kinder gets that from setting a trap. Oh, great. You recorded and marked as journal entry number 82. Kilderf. Kilderf! So Kilderf has joined my party. That's Kilderf. it, wasn't it? Well then. Alright guys, that's a good hour and 54 minutes right there. I hope you all enjoyed this DragonLance stream. I'm going to try to get on and stream as many of these when I get a chance to. Like I said, I'll stream when I can't stream anymore. But I've been on for about 2 hours, so I'm not going to push my luck on that one. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this one off, ported over to YouTube, at least the story part. Thank you guys for tuning in to watch. Especially y'all that come in and watch on my live streams, and if you manage to get watch my stuff on YouTube. Like I said, people look me up as they need to. I mainly do Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition. But as you can see, guys, I'm definitely a DragonLance fan. Alright, guys. Go help celebrate the 40th anniversary. Check out the main DragonLance channel. And thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, it's been Engine Joe. Y'all roll on. Okay? Alrighty, we're going to shift it there for just a second. Alright, y'all. Y'all be good. This is Engine Joe. Y'all roll on.